Hello guys and welcome back to another video with myself. We're from Leech today. I have a build video for you. This is Styanax. To get Styanax, you get it in the Drifter's camp. And in the Drifter's camp, it takes ages to get him. So you're talking at least a week, maybe 2 weeks. What you need to do is you need to complete this, the Veil Breaker. Then you will unlock the Drifter's camp. And there you will see Chipper. Well, obviously you'll need to do a mission first to get Chipper, but that is how you get Styanax. Personally, in my opinion, buy him outright, as I did. I bought him outright. So first things first, I've shown you where to get him. Second thing is I'm going to showcase this build, and how this build is shown is very, very, very good. So let's get into it. I'll see you in there. Okay, guys, we're here in the Void and Survival. I'm going to show you what makes this build so good together for Styanax. So, as you can see, that this is the Sorgus Prime, and it beams out little, what we would call headshot attractors. The headshot attractors is what makes it where you take physically no damage. And now you activate his rally point at his third, and everyone will now start to target you. When you get target, and you throw his spear gun down on the floor, you take no damage. Your only weakness is melee. That's it. You're physically taking no damage. And the best part about it is, you have your sentinel that freezes everything in its path. Shivering Contagion literally freezes them. So we're getting hit. Use rally point again. Also as well, go into his final stand and you will get the arcane that you use to get overguard. And this is a melee build. The build itself, but on the spear gun, is all about the procs. So you want to have the status as well as your companion. In this case, your robotic is going to spread it. This will emit a pulse every 20 seconds for 3 seconds. So there's another one, and then another one, and everyone just freezes around me. And they've got headshot. They've got head attractors on their head that will literally shoot themselves. They will literally kill themselves. And as well, I have radiation for that juicy confusion spread. Throw it on the floor. And this, here's an Axis. Perfect example. This even CC's an Axis, right? He's doing no damage to me. Like, he's literally shooting himself. That's what makes this build so unique. And as well, guys, I have took this build to level cap. I tested it out, and I couldn't believe the results that I got. And obviously, you don't need to do a build that takes you to level cap. I like to stress test them and do level cap because I enjoy doing level cap. Doesn't mean that you have to do it. Okay? Play the game the way you like to play it, and here you go, straight away. Shivering Contagion. Everyone's froze. No one can shoot me because they're confused by the radiation on the gun, and they're going to be confused whenever I start spreading it with the melee influence. And also, as you can see, this is also Slice. This is probably one of the best sorting boards for Slice, so it's really, really, really good. Activate rally point again. I don't really need to keep it up because I rarely use my energy. We are using his 4 for more survivability That's what it's used for. This is the main build for his spear gun. His spear gun as well comes with a bit of um it's his passive. So if you have his spear gun, um depending on his current shields, he'll get crit chance. And as you can see, I'm sitting at 189 crit chance with this spear gun attached with the shields. Rally point. Put everyone in. The helmet is pull. The reason why a helmet is pull is because you can spread all that juicy stuff, and if you can't get to them quick enough, you use the spear gun. And look at this, they're literally so confused. It's such a brain dead build. Not even a brain dead. It's so good together. Like Styanax has rally point where he takes all the aggro. Spear gun stops him from taking all the damage. Your companion is there to spread shiver and contagion, the cold, all the cold cracks. He will have gas, radiation, cold. So good. And here we go with the acolyte. I should be able to one-shot him if I get a heavy attack up. So again, an Axeless unit has been CC'd. One shot. Even though he literally took the damage of the melee influence before I heavy attacked him. So yeah, guys, this is the showcase of the builds. I will see you back in the back room in the arsenal. Okay guys, we're back at the back room in the arsenal to showcase how this build is put together. First things first, we're going to showcase pretty much his kit. Second is his Archon shards. You can probably know by the Archon shards what they are, but I'll do it anyway. And the third thing is we're going to show you how the kit is put together. So first things first, passive. Styanax critical chance is increased with his shields and doubles for spear guns. Obviously, Circus Prime is a spear gun, so that's an increase in crit chance. His first ability is the Javelin that impales and also pulls enemies in an area. Personally, for me, the duration of this it's just really bad and mediocre. So this is the one I helmet out. Second is his strike. This will pretty much strike people in a cone with obviously defense reductions, and also this is his helmet. So, and this also heals Styanax as well. So when it's you can actually shield gate with this as well as heal. So you can do that. Rally strike. Rally strike gives you a shield per kill, and whenever allies kill for you as well, you also get shielded. So kills assists or contribute to Styanax. So his allies also regenerate shields for every kill assist that they contribute to. So every kill is pretty much. So Styanax will have his shield constantly regenerated. If you put this on, say for example the Siren, Mirage, even a Revenant, even though he doesn't need it, whoever ally is killing, you will get the shields back. So this is good. Also, this is an energy regen as well. So this is the reason why that this 3 synergizes with the spear gun, because it gives them head attractors. So we'll get into the gun whenever we come across to it. And last but not least, this is his final stand, and he will pretty much use the might of his Vulgar, or the vigor, his endurance might, and his yeah, just final stand. I'm not good with English, as you can probably tell. Rises into the air, throws a barrage of spears, the javelins. The javelins deal damage by nearby. So this is an explosive. So from direct hit, they will get a slice damage, and the ones beside it will take the explosion damage. Number of spears is 30. This is increased by the duration, the how long you're in there. So onto his Styanax himself. So this is blank, pretty much the way it is. We're going to go on to configuration B. This is the build. So this is pretty much what I came up with. And oh my god, it is so good. So Styanax has um, rally for his energy increase. So it's 5 energy per tick, so 5 energy per second. Also equilibrium to convert everything. I have no energy things for this, only equilibrium for the health conversion. So we have corrosive protection, power drift, prime flow, interpreted stand, prime continuity, prime redirection, transit fortitude, rolling guard, auger reach, and equilibrium. Obviously corrosive protection and the transit fortitude is the and power drift are the only three that will increase me to the pretty much strip because of 85% damage reduction. You will need 200% to strip, fully strip. Corrosive protection takes that away where you can have 162, I think it is, or 160. I think it's 165 power strength. So this here would work out perfect. So this is the reason why I use this. This is here to help with the armor strips, and this also armor strips. His two also armor strips shields. They are permanently stripped, armor and shield, if I'm correct, bar the regen. I think by that time they'll probably be dead. Prime Throw for the max energy increase, interpreted slam for the overguard. This is a survivability tool. This is not the spam. You do not spam this ability. Obviously, the majority of the Styanaxes that you would usually see online spam his 4 to pretty much keep him alive. Understandable, but this is for to grant your allies, excuse me, to grant your allies over guard as well as yourself. Styanax is originally a support, but well, he mainly is support because of his um, rally point and now his augment to give people the overguard so in a way that works out. So this is what the interpret stand for is. It's for you for the extra survivability on that overguard gate. It's like 1 second if I'm correct in saying. And we have prime continuity, prime redirection, prime continuity for the ability duration is the only ability duration that we are going to have because you do not want to be in the air with this as much. You want to be on the floor as much as you can. This again is only there for the overguard, and if you want to proc or you get a big group of people and you throw this in, the explosion on this here does a lot of damage as well. So that's what his 4 is, because while you're in his 4 gets him killed. So you do not want to be up in the air as much. If they actually didn't rework this and told him that he had to be on the floor before you can use it again, this would be better. But unfortunately, D's doing D things to make sure that the people don't what would you call that? Just overuse it. Pretty much take the piss to make it in sense. Um, transit for the only power strength, free direction for the shield. Look at the size of the shield, 2.5. Obviously, the more shield that we have, the bigger his passive is going to be. So that works out. So we have prime redirection. Rolling guard for the status cleanse for the oh shit moment. This is perfect. Um, clears all statuses and gives you vulnerability for 3 seconds. This is a must-have on the build because Styanax obviously when you don't throw the Speargun down quick enough, you will take a lot of damage, especially when you're doing big high-end endurance runs. Auger reach for the shield gate and the reach for the helmet, and that is pulled. Goes up to 16.25 meters. Equilibrium, everyone knows for the health and energy conversion. The Archon is Fury for the melee base damage increase, and Archon Aegis for the shield getting, where the this constantly keeps going and keeps regenerating your shield for 12 seconds. So you will become a shield tank while this is up. But once this is down, you will become Styanax again, and you will need to use your gunbow. Talking about gunbow, or should I say the spear gun? Let's go into the Sorgus Prime. This is the Sorgus Prime build. So you want to have as much multi-shot as you can because the pulse is pretty much what you're wanting to do. There is physically no fire rate on this gun. It's terrible to fire. You want the radial, the fire this out as much as you can for the radial. The the throw. The fire rate on the throw is 1. You need to throw this once, and that is it. This will literally CC everything in the radius that it goes to. Obviously, I have Rupture is for the 90% impact damage. I want the impact damage to be very high because it staggers them. So that's the reason why I have that there, because it will stagger them and it will keep repeating the stag, so it will increase the size duration of the stagger. So that's the reason why it's there. You have heat radiation, puncher, and slice, so it has IPS. Heat radiation and viral. Viral, I want to prime them as much as I can with viral. So this come in handy. So the impact and the viral will proc the most. The radiation, if you get radiation proc, that is a bonus. But again, this is all for the status. So you want as much statuses as you can on this. It's 66. So you're guaranteed to proc 4 or 3 depending, because obviously the multi-shot is 3.6, so you have that 60% chance to throw out 4 pulses instead of 1. So how this is built put together, you have Rupture, Rim Rounds, Prime, Firestorm, Split Chamber, Radiant Reload, and the Source Toxin. This is the Toxin mod. If you do not have anything else, just throw a Toxin in. So you can take this off, throw an actual Toxin mod. So this is pretty much what this is. So that's what makes this. And as you can see, I have the minus crit chance. This gives me 1% crit chance. The Vigilante gives me 5% to enhance my critical chance, so that I have 5% to crit. You do not care about critting on this gun. You care about spreading the unique trait, and I will get that to the end. And then you have the thermal rounds, pretty much. The thermat rounds for this weapon. So this and obviously the velocity will increase the projectile speed. When you throw it, it becomes a projectile. Obviously, primary dexterity for the melee damage. All melee kill, you get the 60% damage. Actually, this is quite good damage. I actually didn't know that this was really good. So obviously, if you have the 6 times stacks kills, this will now do a lot of damage when you're shooting it. But again, very rarely you're going to be shooting this weapon. But the main thing that makes this so good with Styanax is its unique trait. Although fire throws the Speargun. Although fire Speargun. Enemies within 14 meters of impact gain bullet attractors on their head for 3 seconds, impulses periodically for 20 seconds. So, as you've seen in the showcase, they will obviously have attractors, and when they're shooting, they're literally shooting themselves in the head. So it's pretty much a little small mag bubble, but not in one person, it's on everything that is in the 14 meters. This spear gun is so underrated, and oh my god, I am so happy that I found this trick with this spear gun. Guys, honestly, try this build out. It is so good. Talking about it so good, now we're going on to the sword and board. Here is the build. Obviously, if you want to make this a wee bit better, you would obviously want to max this out. I do have a max out one here, but I'm actually not putting this on. This has to go on. This is the Dreamer's Wrath. This will give me an extra 32% crit damage. And as you can see, I have 67.2% crit chance with a 12 times critical multiplier and the status of 38. Okay, so I also have a Riven. The Riven doesn't need to be exactly like mine. I need to re-roll it, but I obviously have a couple of things on this build to counter-react the Riven. But this Riven is so good. So we have Blood Rush, Weeping Wounds, and we had the Cornice Mantle. And this gives me the 90% slice with 60% status. Realistically, if you want to go crazy with this, you could throw on Buzzkill and formula this one more time. So Buzzkill gives you 120% slice. This gives you 90 with the 60% status. I keep it because of the status is pretty good. Weeping Wounds for the status chance combo. And obviously Blood Rush knows that is the crit chance multiplier. There is no stacking Gladiator. There's no point. You want to have as much crit damage and crit chance as you can. There's no Gladiator mods on this because Weeping Wounds and his passive is more than enough. Obviously you're losing out on 60% critical damage, but you do not need, you just don't need it. I'm going to go on to the Riven. This is the Riven, where crit damage is the reason why we're not using Gladiator Might. So we have crit damage. Attack speed is so important electricity, meaning you now know that this is the electricity mod. But what makes this Riven so bad is the minus slice. This is a sliced base sword and board, so I had to counter react that by putting this on. Obviously, we want to go crazy. You can throw this on the buzzkill. This would make it where it will constantly keep cracking, but this is more than enough, and it gives you a status chance is really good. Condition overload for the base damage increase, galvanized steel for the critical chance, and even more crit damage when you're killing. Organ shatter for the crit damage, and for focus radon for the radiation and heavy efficiency. So the radiation spread, everyone obviously keeps forgetting that radiation is a really, really good status. This gives you confusion. This confuses the enemies and they start attacking each other. That is also another key survivability. Electricity is a DOT and it will apply a stun is another bit of survivability. The radiation is key on the electricity. Obviously, for the arcane is melee influence. And once you proc the radiation and the electricity at the same time, it will spread and keep spreading for the 20 meters. For the 20 meters for 18 seconds. Then we go on to the companion. The companion is what makes this. A taxon's for against some love. Obviously, taxon, as everyone knows, has molecular or it has the conversion molecular this mod here. So obviously when you're blasting enemies within 10 meters, this converts the damage to the shields. This is also good. You have manifold bond, assault, shield charger. This and this is a must on him because this will increase his shields as well and his regeneration. This is pretty good. Guardian, obviously everyone knows what Guardian does. This will boost its owner's shields when it runs out by 100%. This will fully restore. Primary drain because you want him to be up as much as it can. The cloak, obviously, if you want to make this cloak better, don't know why I did that, but to make the cloak better, you can obviously go for this. But the only difference is this will increase the meters. You're going to be pulling these guys in to you within 1 meter or 2 meters, so there's really no point having this upgraded to this. So that's my opinion on it. Dual Axe Spawn for the clones, Dual Axe Spawn and Sync Deconstruct for the energy and health regen to keep it up, vacuum to suck in all the loot. But the most important thing that you need is Manifold Bond to proc all the statuses. I'm talking about statuses. This is onto the Far Glass. The Far Glass Prime only has 4 mods because that's all I need on it. I've cold radiation and gas. If you will want to go for the Tenacious Bond, obviously Tenacious Bond gives you that critical chance, the 1.2 final crit chance. Yes, okay, you can. You can use a Riven that gives you crit chance that I have right here. And you can go for the crit delay because the Foreglass is classified as a rifle, so I can have this and have the Foreglass in. Also as well, this will increase the magazine capacity with a minus 55 status chance. You don't care, you will always proc the statuses due to Manifold Bond. So this is a free minus on this, so this makes it good. So yes guys, that is the build for Styanax. Guys, give it a try. This build literally shocked me and I could not believe it. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below on the YouTube channel. Like the video to keep the algorithm going. Subscribe to the channel as well, guys. Hopefully if I get to my first 100 subs, I will be doing a giveaway. It is a Lavos Prime and a Cedo Prime giveaway. So you will be getting Lavos and Cedo Prime giveaway. Guys, I have it sitting here waiting to give away. I won't be selling it. It is for you guys. You have pretty much helped me out as much. I will also be leaving my Discord and my Twitch in the link below here, below the video in the description for you to have a nosy, and hope you guys enjoy this build because this build is so much fun. And until then, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.